Oh, good morning, everybody. It's Susan Phelps.
And Judy Atari.
And today we are going to give you the monthly market summary for November 2022. So don't go away. We're going to keep it short and give you all the info. Okay, so we are back and we want to talk to you about the numbers from the market report for November 2022. At about the 21st of every month, the Association of Realtors sends us the statistics from the month before. We've never done this video before, but I think it might be a regular for us because it's good information. People are wanting to know more about resales now that that market is shifting some. Now, these statistics may include new home sales, but they're not separated. Judy and I put our new home sales in the MLS so that they're recorded and included in this data. And recently, the builders have been including their data, but not all of them.
Not all of them, yeah, just some of them. Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, what we have is a quote from our president of the association, and basically what it boils down to is that we saw the lowest number of closed sales in November. Couple of reasons for that.
Well, we had a storm recently.
We had a storm, and some of those September closings, how did that go? Some of the September closings were pushed into October.
And I talked with a customer at a listing I have over the weekend, and the home they were going to buy had some damage that hasn't been repaired, and they've elected not to. They were 3 days from closing, and they were coastal, very south coastal, where we know the damage was. But anyhow, they're still looking. So so some of those things got canceled.
And you know, people may not know about the box.
Explain.
The storm box. When a storm is approaching the Sarasota area or any area in Florida, I believe the title companies stop closings.
Right.
You know, when that storm gets close enough, if you've got a closing that's going to happen during that period of time, you may have to wait.
Right.
So that's why some of those closings get pushed
and
back.
And some of the insurance companies pause writing policies.
That's
and things like
true too.
So things get, in November wasn't that far from the storm, so things are a little different.
So I'm going to show you a chart here for Sarasota County, and then Judy's going to show you one for Manatee County. The November sales, the number of closed sales was 413, half of what it was in November 2021, which was 833 closed sales. So as we mentioned, there are not only the storm impacts, there's the interest rate impact and slowed down people coming into contract, and we've always had such a low inventory.
Right.
So those numbers reflect that. Then what we have in interestingly enough, the paid in cash closings were about half of what they have been in the past. And people always want to know how many closings are in that category. So the median price, even though we've had a slowdown in sales, half the number of sales, we're still seeing an increase in the median price. The median price for a single family home in 2021 was $419,225, and it has gone up by 19% still to $499,000. Now that's also happened in the condo market in Manatee, but it's decreased in the condo market in Sarasota just a little bit, 1.4%. And then what's most interesting that impacts everything here is the supply. And we went from a 0.7, less than 1 month supply of inventory in November of 2021 to 2.4 months supply in 2021. Sorry, November 2022, last month. Don't let me get you confused. Read the chart.
Yeah.
And so that's made a big difference with the number of days. It's impacted the number of days to contract because people aren't pressured.
Right. They can make calmer decisions.
Right. And so we went from 7 days median time to contract to 23 days, which is more like a normal market. So bottom line, we're inching back towards a normal market, but it is still a seller's market, no doubt about it. If you want to pick apart these statistics, you can stop the video and take a screenshot and take a look at it, or you can follow along in my newsletter, because I always make this report in my newsletter. If you're not on my newsletter list, just send me an email and I'll put you on that list. So I think that is what I have to cover. So we'll be right back with Judy's report.
So I'm going to give you the Manatee County update, and they mirror similar trends to what we see in Sarasota.
Right.
Closed sales for November 2022 were 450 closed single-family home sales, and November 2021 was 699, and that's when things were crazy. So we've had a percent change for closings of minus 35.5%. Our paid in cash, similar to Sarasota, is down from 45.6 to down 137 from 252. So it's about just under half of what it was. And our median sales price for November 2021 was $450,000, and that is up still at 506, almost 507. So we've had an increase in median sales price at 12.5%. What we should have done, now that I'm thinking about it, is we should have looked at November 2020 and seen the differences. Because that's there was a significant difference in 21 to 20.
Right.
So it'd be interesting to see. But the market's still very, very strong. And let's see what else did I want to mention. Month supply, similar where we had 0.7 in 2021, 0.7 months, which means if everybody wants to buy a house that month, we didn't have enough houses to sell. Now we are at 3.0, so we're actually a little higher than Sarasota in month supply of inventory. So 3 months supply of inventory to 2.4 in Sarasota. So we're up 328%, which is huge, but it's still not enough, because in a balanced market, we want at least 6 months, about.
Right.
So that's about it. New listings are down. It's kind of funny, inventory's up, new listings are down. And
from year to year.
From year to year. So 645 listings available in Manatee County in November of 21, and 597 new listings in 2022. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to do. Pending inventory is just minimally down. And but currently, active listings, we have 1,769 active listings in Manatee County. And this does include a lot of Lakewood Ranch, and there's also a lot of new build in Lakewood Ranch that may or may not be included in this.
Right.
So all the communities that we report on that are north of State Road 70 are in State Road 64 are going to be in Manatee County. So kind of crazy.
We're moving into the new year, and we want you to know that we're very interested in resale inventory as well as new home inventory.
Yes, definitely.
Judy's gotten to know her market in Manatee County, especially in the Parrish area, and I'm really familiar with Sarasota and South Sarasota, and even considering going down into Charlotte County to get some new home communities in that area for you to take a look at. So when you see our channel coming up in the new year, we're going to diversify a little bit. We're going to add in some information about resale properties, some tips maybe on how to get the best transaction going, the smoothest transaction. Of course, the first thing we have to say about that is that you should hire Judy and I to be your realtor.
There you go. Yeah.
I was talking to a customer yesterday at a new home community. I wanted to go by and see her garage floor. She had a friend there, was visiting from Connecticut, and for some odd reason, this woman was more interested in going it alone.
Huh?
So everybody has their preferences, but we want you to know that we're here for you, whether it's going to be a resale property that you might know about or that has the features and the community that you want. You know, that's the big draw for most people.
And there
is
are
the
some
community.
resales that are just a couple years old, like 2 years old. Those are
This
still
is
out
true.
there. Also, if you are considering buying new and you either live here or live somewhere else, we can help you sell that current home. So don't forget about that, that we know how to do that too. And we have a great wide network across the country that if you live in Tennessee and you need a reliable reference, Berkshire Hathaway can help you do that.
Right. So we are still with you. We'll be with you next year. And we hope that if you have a real estate need, that you're going to give us a call and let us see how we can help you. And until the next time, you done?
I'm finished, yes.
I think I am too. Bye-bye.